All right, what was I talking about? That happens a lot. Hi guys, and welcome back to Organized ADHD Chaos. I'm Cindy, and this is the third video in the launch video series. The first video was where I introduced myself and talked a little bit about why I wanted to do this channel. The second one was a vlog where I took you with me when I was running a few errands. And this one is just going to be casual. We're going to talk about some fun stuff. So, one thing that I have learned since I've started doing this, now I started playing around with video a couple months ago when I first got the idea to do this channel. And I discovered, let's see, Movie Maker. That's what it's called, yeah. And I think it's standard on most computers, at least the non-Apple computers. I don't know, what are they, Windows? I don't know. But there are a lot of fun things you can do with that. So I started playing around. First I had a video where I put captions under it. You know, it was just, you know, me sitting there. Actually, I was watching a video. I mean, how much, you know, how exciting is that? But I put little captions underneath it and some music and, you know, so that turned out kind of fun. And then I've done videos about my guinea pigs, which I have 2 guinea pigs, by the way, S'more and Marshmallow. I'll just go ahead and show you the video I made about Marshmallow. So that's the kind of fun stuff that I was playing around with. Now I realized that the video I took of Marshmallow was, what do they call it? Is this vertical? I think so. Yeah. It was. I was holding the phone vertically when I took the video, and I know that's a huge no-no. Don't do that. But I actually just took it. I wasn't really intending for it to wind up, you know, being a YouTube video. I was just feeding Marshmallow a grape, and she looked so stinking cute that I had to get it on video. Another fun thing you can do is add sound effects. Like if you have a scary movie. And, what was that? And you can add music. That's lovely. You can take out the sound and completely change what the person says.
Or you can just add stuff when they're not talking at all.
Or you can play around with the color. You can turn yourself blue or red or yellow, or I'm an aha video. You guys remember that? Take on me. So first we've got the girl in the diner drawing her pictures of the guy, and then suddenly the pictures come to life. And she goes into the pictures and they have a wonderful time and they're running around and it's awesome. But then we go back to the diner and the waitress goes to the table, and where did the girl go? She's supposed to pay for her coffee. I think she was drinking coffee. I don't know. Whatever she had, she was supposed to pay for it. So naturally the waitress is mad because that's not cool. You know, you don't walk out on your bill. So the waitress grabs the papers, crumbles them all up, and tosses them in the garbage. And so we're back in the drawing, and they're getting all crumpled up, and then the police show up, and it's awful. And then suddenly the girl's in the diner again. But then the guy, she spreads the paper out, and the guy, and he's just banging against the wall and banging against this wall and banging against that wall. And he's just going back and forth, you know, drawing reality. And then he just, I thought she pulled him out, but she didn't. Then there he is, and he's reality. So that's the kind of fun that you can have with Movie Maker and with video. Now today, I am wearing my Walking Dead shirt. This shirt is, oh, by the way, from here on, there's going to be spoilers through the past season. So if you don't want to see spoilers, go ahead to this part. Okay, so here we go. My shirt is Carol's Cookies, baking Alexandria's secrets since 2015. So good you can never tell anyone, especially your mom. And if you've seen the Alexandria season, you know exactly what I'm talking about with this shirt. And okay, so the storyline with the cookies has come to an end, but you know, it was fun, and I love the shirt, and I get so many comments on it when I'm out, and people will ask me, you know, are you still watching, or, you know, stuff like that, and if they haven't caught up to that time, I know I ran into a cashier who was, when I ran into her, I went to her lane, but anyway, she's checking me out, and we're chatting, and she said that she had not, I think she was on season 3. And so I said, well, when you get to that part, you'll know it. You know, I said, I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but you'll know exactly what this is about when you get to that part. So then she asked me if Carol was still alive. And I'm like, are you sure you want to know? Because, you know, even a little thing like that can really, really ruin it. But she wanted to know, so yes, she's still alive. And now, at this point, we got some stuff going on with Carol. Don't know exactly what's going to happen there. She had a little bit of a freak out, which, I mean, considering everything that's happened, of course she did. But this Sunday is the season premiere. And, you know, last season ended. Oh, I was so mad when last season ended where it did. Which, okay, from a TV show standpoint, I understand why they did it. But it really, really I mean, I think there might have even been cussing involved when that screen went, you know, when the closing credits started. So I am assuming, obviously I don't know, I avoid spoilers like the plague. So I'm assuming that the beginning of this episode, we're gonna find out who met Lucille. And I love the show. I'm looking forward to it being back on. But I will admit, I'm just a little bit scared to watch it. Because I can't think of anybody whose death wouldn't actually upset me. I think every death of somebody from the group has been upsetting. Okay, maybe a couple I don't even really remember because they didn't really do that much, but for the most part, any of those people kneeling in front of Negan, their death would upset me. So, that part I'm not looking forward to, but I am excited that the show's back on because it is one of my very favorites, and it starts during my very favorite month of the year. October is my favorite month. A lot of great things happen in October. But yeah, I just can't get over, I'm really nervous about the show, but I was thinking I might try to get a reaction video. I'll see, you know, how I can figure that out. But, you know, I love playing around with video, so that I should be able to do that. But that won't be in one of the regular Wednesday uploads. I will post that. It'll just be a special bonus video. Okay, so all right, what was I talking about? That happens a lot. Oh, I guess I can let the people who either don't watch The Walking Dead and don't want to hear about the gruesomeness that happens there, or who are, a season or two behind, who don't want spoilers, I can, mark the spot. Come on back, guys. Like I was saying, I was telling, those who wanted to hear about The Walking Dead, that October is one of my very favorite months. We have, well, yes, The Walking Dead comes back in October, which, love it. But other than that, fall really gets going during October. We had, it starts in September, but where I live, it usually doesn't start really cooling down until October. And this year has been particularly, the summers just seem to last forever this year. And just yesterday, it started raining and the temperature was dropping, and then overnight we had a big storm, and apparently some people were without power. It didn't seem that bad here, but, different areas get different winds and all that. And apparently there was a little flooding in the streets too, which I didn't run into today. But the good news about that storm is the weather's cooling down. I think today's high was only supposed to be 62, which, okay, still a little warm for me. I prefer when I can wear jeans, a long sleeve shirt, a jacket. It's wonderful. And I like winter as well. So there's that. But hey, it's a start, and I will take it. The other thing I love about October is, the leaves are starting to change. We finally get to see some real change in the leaves. And fall leaves are the most beautiful of all the leaves. We have a tree in our backyard that turns this beautiful bright red color, and I love it. And I'll put a picture in of the perfect maple leaf that I was able to get a picture of last year. So imagine an entire tree of that. It's amazingly beautiful. So I love that. The air gets crisp. We have apples. I can suffer through knowing that other people are having pumpkin spice stuff because, ew. To me, pumpkins are good for decorating, and that's it. But, I can suffer through that part because we all know what's next. Peppermint mocha. And let's see, what else happened in October that I love? I got married in October. And we just had our 18th anniversary, which, for somebody who's had some of the issues that I've had, not only, there was the ADHD, which I didn't know about until recently, so you can imagine what kind of trouble that caused. He'd be coming home from work, and I'd have piles of junk all around me, and I'd be sitting there on the computer or whatever, and he'd be like, because I've been a stay-at-home mom for a while now, and he'd be like, we have absolutely no clean dishes, and is there any food in the house that we could put together for dinner? And I'd be like, oh, I didn't even realize that was there. And the sad thing is, I truly didn't realize it was there. And he has been very patient through all this. Not only was there the ADHD, but I've had multiple major depressive episodes during our marriage. And he has always, been there during that. He hasn't always known, what to say or what to do, but he's always been there, and he has always loved me with his whole heart, no matter what. So at the time that we got married, I was not making the best decisions in my life, but I can truly say that marrying him was one of the absolute best decisions I've ever made. So that's another reason to love October. And then we have Halloween, which is the most fun of all the holidays because you get to have all sorts of fun, but there's not so much pressure like what comes along with Christmas. There's the pressure to make it perfect. But Halloween, it's do what you do holiday. Just do whatever you like to do. You can wear a costume, you cannot wear a costume. You can have a party, not have a party. You could go trick-or-treating or hand out candy or both. And it's just a lot of fun. And another thing about October that I recently found out, I think it was about 2 days before October started, is October is ADHD Awareness Month, which I did not know. But the theme for this year is, I'm going to put the theme right up here because I'm afraid I might get it wrong. So it's about how knowing that you have ADHD is better than letting it go and not doing anything about it. So if you suspect you might have ADHD, the only person who can diagnose you is either a doctor or a therapist who is, has a lot of experience with diagnosing. So if you suspect you might have ADHD or any other issue, please see a doctor or a licensed therapist and, have an evaluation, see what comes up, because it is true, knowing really has been so much better. There are so many things that you can do about it. There is medication, which is very helpful to a lot of people. There's therapy. There is coaching. There are many, many coping skills, which I have been learning, I guess a little bit before my diagnosis. I really started looking into coping skills and what I could do to help myself and started learning them. But since my diagnosis, I've actually been working with my therapist to learn coping skills. So I'll be sharing those with you in a future video. But yeah, that's the main thing. It's better to know. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click like, thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, please click subscribe. I am uploading new videos every Wednesday. You can find me on Facebook. I'm also on Twitter, and same name both places, Organized ADHD Chaos. And I also blog on Blogger. So that's organizedadhdchaos.blogspot.com, I believe. All these will be linked below. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear them. I love talking to people. So I would love to talk to you in the comments section. And I just want to leave you with this. Please be kind to yourself and to others. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.